Hey folks, it's Corey. Hello. Haven't posted videos for a couple weeks for multiple reasons, but I heard from a few folks that the videos were useful, so I'm coming back to posting a couple videos. So real quick, one thing you can work for is I'm going to post a separate video on reading charts. I've just had a few folks ask some questions about that. So I'm happy to do that. I also want to remind you that I'd love to meet with folks. It's been really fun to connect with a few folks in my office or via phone. I'm also happy to do Zoom or some sort of a video conference if you're struggling with things. So I just want to make sure I put that out there for everyone. So in this week 8 overview quiz, really what I'm going to ask for is for you to get a handle on the next couple weeks of the quarter and then the project number 3. And so just briefly, I want to show you, I have several things here as we're getting ready for mini project number 1, which is due. I know a couple folks submitted, and remember you can always resubmit if you'd like. I just want to make sure that you're clear on the task, which is to actually write the summary. So the reading chart was just to make sure that you had all the pieces together, and now you'll put those into a paragraph, which will be the actual summary itself. And so I'll take a look at those reading charts this week and give you some tips. If you're stuck, I've posted 2 pages. I just want to show you, I've posted 2 pages. How to construct a summary is just a piece I've written. It kind of goes through step by step. And then I have some tips for when you're writing a summary about signal phrases and not to include your opinion. So those are right here in our week 8 module. Then as you move down, I have something on the Little Seagull Handbook. It's a quiz on strategies. When you look at the quiz, I'm in the teacher viewpoint. There we go. It's really on the Little Seagull, these pages in the Little Seagull that kind of go over different types of writing that are there. And this, for some of you who have emailed me and said, gosh, I'm really struggling with just understanding a text. I'm struggling with the reading piece of it. Sometimes understanding different rhetorical strategies, which are different strategies authors use in their writing, can help you understand it. So if someone's writing a narration, which is a story, that's a lot different than if someone's writing exemplification, which is to provide many examples, or if someone was to write a comparison piece. So sometimes if you can figure out a paragraph or an essay, hey, what's the author trying to do here? What's the strategy they're using? That can actually help you understand their point. So I'm putting this quiz there just to help with that. So back to the main piece here, you'll notice we have 4 more things posted. One is a reading chart for a new topic or essay called Why College Freshmen Need to Take Emotions 101. Then we have a thesis for that. Then we have a rough draft for that. And then finally project 3. And so all of these 4 assignments are all about project 3. In fact, the last one is project 3. So I'm going to ask for you to create a reading chart for that particular piece, and that will just go to me. Then you're going to post a thesis, which is a response to that article. So I've given you an example here, and then I've kind of tried to be really clear on here are the steps that you're going to take for this. And then you will be actually posting a rough draft for project 3. And when you look at project 3, what you'll notice, dun, 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 it's worth 25% of your grade. It's kind of a big one. And what it really does, again, I'm outlining, here's all the steps. You're going to complete a reading chart, do a working thesis, which is basically here's my response in 1 to 2 sentences. Then you're going to write an essay, which is about 3 pages responding to that. So you use your thesis to help drive what's going to go into your rough draft. So however you respond to this prompt, what would be gained and what would be lost if SPSCC required students to take a class similar to Emotions 101. That gain and the loss is the piece that we're going to ask for you to respond to, and you will need to have both. So in other words, what are the benefits of this? And then what are kind of the negative things that might happen if SPSCC does that? So that's going to be the prompt that you're going to write to, and you're going to end up writing about 3 pages if you're working at the 95 level. A couple of you working at the 90 level, you're going to do 3 paragraphs. So I'll have more to come on that draft. I just wanted to give you the overview of kind of why am I doing a reading chart, why am I doing this. You'll notice the rough draft is not even due until next week. In fact, you can't even open that until next Monday. And so I just want to put it out there as something to kind of be thinking about, but I'll give you a little bit more detail on how to construct that rough draft starting next Monday, which would be May the 28th. All right, please answer the quiz questions, and I look forward to working with you. Continue.